Right.
All right, everybody together? All right. I'm Diana Hodgson. I am a docent here at the museum. I'm a volunteer. Just so you know that there is a wonderful committee of about 250 women who are the underpinnings of the art museum. It's called the Society of the Arts, which we call SOTA for short. And so we're all here volunteering our time. Preeti over there is also a volunteer. I'm sure she's ready. Welcome to the Art Museum. If you didn't know this is our permanent collection behind you. And I'm just going to point things out tonight so that you can get an overview of things, and then you have all the time in the world to go back and look at this. But a man named Mr. Kress started the Art Museum with a beautiful, beautiful collection of 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th century artwork. So there are some lovely, lovely pieces that'll take you through world history over there. But tonight we're going to talk for about a half an hour about the new exhibit, which is called Our America. It is about Latin American art. Does anybody collect art here? Has anyone? Yes, you do. And then, does anyone? Has everybody been here before?
Yeah.
No. Who's new? Yay! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, my next question, because this exhibit, as well as there is an exhibit called The Strength of Our People, which is a gorgeous, gorgeous collection of photographs from immigration on Ellis Island. So a lot of it is all about the assimilation of people coming here to the United States and becoming Americans. Who came here in your lifetime from another country? Anybody? One, two. Where did you come from?
My mother came from Cuba.
Cuba. And how about you, Preeti?
From India.
India. Anybody else?
Yes.
Where are you guys? Wonderful. Well, welcome. Well,
From Honduras.
from Honduras. Well, the four countries that are represented here are Puerto Rico, Mexico, Cuba, and Dominican Republic. And so the
But I live in Puerto Rico, but we have in Puerto Rico the Once.
you in Puerto Rico, you guys. Yes, yes. And there's some Well, this is being collected by a guy named, her first name is Carmen. I have to remember her last name. You'll forgive me for some of the things that I go on. But anyway, the Smithsonian started collecting Latin American art about 40 years ago. Latin American art started to emerge into the art scene after vets were coming out of World War I. They would get their GI Bill, go to school, and the artists among them created some really wonderful art. This first section, we're in the Trexler Hall, and if you come over here, you'll see this series of photographs is by, and I have to read everybody's names because I'm not Spanish speaking, so I have to I don't memorize them. But this whole series is called Maria's Great Expedition. It's by Cristina Fernandez. Miss Fernandez, what she did is she dressed like her great-grandmother, who traveled, made her immigration from Mexico to California. And so these were all of the things that her grandmother did in her transition during her life. So, so she takes photos of herself in all of the jobs that her grandmother did. So, for example, here you've got. This is all about the picking of vegetables, and then her grandmother, great-grandmother as a maid, and then obviously here in San Diego, where, she ended up and spent the rest of her life. She had her family home there. So it's just a very interesting progression about the movement of people, but also they are self-portraits of the artist as well as she's depicting her grandmother. One of the things that I find, if you look down here, this is of our country. Many, many Mexican Americans were lynched in the Southwest. And this was probably a tree that would have been used, because it is so old, to lynch someone. Now, if you'll look over here, I'll take you over here, this is a fascinating collection of really what happened during that time. Mr. Day also, what he did was when a lynching happened, people would take photographs and postcards would be made as souvenirs of the event. And what Mr. Day has done is that he's erased the person who has been murdered. And so that we can concentrate and look at the tree that the person was hung on, but also the perpetrators of the crime, which is very interesting. So it's a different way of looking at it, because if you would see that photograph, you would just see the person who had been killed. So in a way, the artist is obviously making his statement about the time that in our American history and what was happening then. Now, if you'll turn around, this is something else that's quite interesting. This is, when you look at it for a few minutes and tell me what you see and what you think. Just shout out what you feel.
It's out of order. It's upside down. Sorry, side up.
Yeah. And what this was is that this is, it's called Cowboy and Indian Film. It's by Rafael Montares Ortiz. And what Mr. Ortiz did is he took a Cowboys and Indian film, which he thought depicted Indians in an uncomplimentary light. And what he did is he took an Indian tomahawk, chopped the film up in little pieces, put all the pieces in a medicine bag, shook it up, and then put them all back together. And so that's why everything's disjointed, upside down, backwards. And you can't really watch it for very long because it's so unsettling. And that's really what the artist wants you to think about is, people are not what we imagine them to be in the 1950s in cowboy and Indian movies. Mm-hmm. Right? That's going up the stairs. Now, if you want to, around the corner, Pretty will show you where the elevator is, and we'll just meet you at the top of the stairs. So, what are you going to do this weekend? Are you going to go swimming? How exciting! All right, we're going to stand right here until everybody comes back.
The chandelier.
Over here, look at it.
Beautiful.
And then what we're going to look at is this piece of artwork here.
I'm watching the chandelier. I could remember
Well, no.
from her anyway.
No, that's right. You're good.
Yeah, okay. I'm looking at the dolls on top of it and wondering why there's dolls and then candles and yeah.
Yeah? And like I said, anything that you see, stop me if you have questions about it. I can't say that I know everything about it, everything, because I don't. But one of the things that's interesting is that this artist, Mr. Osorio, he was always amazed when he moved here with his family of these meager apartments that would have these big, glorious chandeliers in them. And so one of the things that he did was he decided to, he started with the chandelier, which was representative of someone's prized possession, but then began to decorate it itself with all the other tchotchkes that we as humans, we always collect things along the way. So you'll see that there are cherubs, there are dominoes, there are pearls, there are really just fun things decorating it all over. Would you like to have it in your house?
We found the other box.
Yeah, even the swans. What do you guys see? What do you guys see on the chandelier? Tell me what you see. Can you see? What do you see, Lucas? Do you see anything? What do you see that's interesting up there?
Down. There's good light up, the candles.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you see where the can you see some palm trees?
Yeah.
How about a swan?